Hi, gang.
I just talked to him and I said, go back to Instagram and we'll wrap up.
Okay, cool. I just signed on. Hi, everybody. Gonna get you back, and then we will finish up our discussion.
I know, he's so great. Just,
All right, let me get you back in here.
this is what happens, y'all.
Okay.
Oh, here we are.
There we are.
Sorry,
No, it
I
cuts us
do
off
prattle
after an
on.
hour, and it actually cut us off even earlier for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, anyway. Sorry, you were saying.
Oh, I have no idea. I go on and on. I will not shut up. I think that's part of why I made my website is I can go on and no one will stop me.
Well, we did. Well, talking about the research, we did have somebody that asked, so I'm able to vote, but I don't know who to vote for. Do you have any recommendations? And obviously, us being nonpartisan and stuff, we're not going to tell you like vote for, but as I mean, yeah, if you go to our social media individually, like, yeah, we'll tell you. But those one thing that I highly recommend is, especially if you live in a larger metropolitan area, even smaller metro areas, a lot of them have either the your party of choice or organizations that you like let's say you like the Sierra Club or the Humane Society or something like that. They will endorse certain candidates or issues that they think are important to them. So look up the things or the organizations that resonate with you and see, who they're looking for. That's one way to start getting into. And honestly, the biggest way, one of our favorite ways, is ballotready.org is a website that we partner with. If you type it, you go to ballotready.org, you type in your address, and it'll give you a sample ballot if you haven't received one in the mail of all the things that will be on your ballot, including candidates and issues. And from there, you can kind of get a snapshot from what the candidates have said on their own website and also what endorsements they've received, kind of who they are. And from there, you can start drilling down and doing digging further. Like, oh, okay, this person says this about housing. I'm interested in more about that. Let me Google and go to different news clips and stuff like that. So it's all about starting on the surface and drilling down into things that are important and of interest to you.
Yeah, I think that's a
And
good
make
point.
sure that it's interest to you, not interest to your parents, not interest to who you're going to be in 20 years, because we have this amazing thing about, voting against our own interests. So if you're an hourly worker, do some research about who wants to raise the hourly wage. The federal minimum wage has stayed the same for a very, very long time. Issues like that. Use this internet thing
For sure.
to find out who is working for stuff that, if you're part of the LGBT community, League of Women Voters. There's a ton of great places that you can find out information, and then you can kind of cross-reference them or triangulate them, as Wonder Woman would say, kind of see where they meet, and make your choices. Obviously, there's no perfect choice. As far as candidates go, for the most part, there's always going to be somebody that, is going to point out the things that maybe don't jive with you. But at this point, it's important to make a choice and go with someone who at least is going to steer our country in the way that you want it to go. And then
Someone who says what you like, but that also behaves and does things in a way that you like.
Right.
Because a candidate can say something that's different from what they actually end up doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are they doing? And especially, what are they doing on the years that it's not an election year?
Yeah.
For sure. Well, thanks everybody who's come back so that we can finish up our discussion. Sorry that we got cut off. Throw your questions back into the little question mark box. We will try to get a couple.
I have a question.
Oh, yeah.
of all the freaking people that you've worked with, of all the characters that you've voiced, is there a character that you think would be the most interesting to run for office? Let's say President of the United States.
Daffy Duck. Definitely.
We're all doomed.
Definitely.
The
Definitely Daffy
greediest,
Duck.
craziest.
Let Daffy in.
You say
He brings a benevolent chaos that ends up with feeling good, not a destructive one. And so I would vote for Daffy Duck.
So you're leaning more Agents of Chaos Daffy, less greedy, mine, down, Daffy.
Yeah. Earlier Daffy,
Early
like
Daffy.
40s,
Right,
1940s Daffy.
He got poisoned by partisan politics and partisan politics.
Yeah, before he got grumpy. I think it was after the Robin Hood debacle that he got a little grumpy. But
and when Bugs was the animator, that also made things a little touchy.
Who's responsible for this? Yeah, right.
That's amazing. Here's a question for the diehards out there. Because I truly believe that they were not all created equally. Of the clones you have voiced, which do you think is the best suited for office?
Let's see. I would have. I'd probably put Rex up there with
Love Rex.
with 99 as one of his advisors.
Mm-hmm.
I would want to have Cut LaQuaine there because he has a connection to family and to everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's any number of fantastic soldiers that would help with the security of the nation. I'd probably want to bring in Fives. I'd want to bring in Heavy. I'd want to bring in. There's too many.
Would any of the Bad Batch be worthy?
Bad Batch. I'd want to save them for special ops. I'm not sure if I'd want them
keep them where they're at. Yeah,
crashing into the White House with their vehicle. They wouldn't want to be in the spotlight. I don't think they'd want to be on the main stage. I think they have a different inclination.
And as we discussed before you jumped on, you are the voice of Klaus on American Dad, our favorite.
Yes, don't give Klaus any sort of permission to do anything for anybody. Once you give him the keys to the car, it's all bets are off, baby.
Yeah, I think he's built in such a way that we probably don't want him anywhere near power.
Never. Don't put him in charge of the fish stick factory. Absolutely not.
Brilliant. Let me see. While I am pulling up a few more questions. So one of the things that we've talked about is your amazing ability to create creature voices. So humor us with a few requests. If you were to be Perry the Platypus, I know is a voice that you've done, yeah?
Yes.
What does Perry sound like when he sees somebody not wearing a mask?
Like that.
Awesome. And what does a grizzly bear sound like while standing in line to vote? Amazing. And let's see. I'm trying to think of another goodie. What have I heard you do? Okay. How about some type of lizard creature who has been on, who is frustrated because they have not yet received their absentee ballot? Oh, gee, thank you. Sorry for the dance monkey dance, but it's
That's okay. That's the only reason I got into this business is I like to be. I'm the monkey.
The dancing monkey.
It is all that.
Deeply satisfied.
Amazing. So before we let you go, for everybody in the chat, this is your opportunity. We always ask our guests to sign off as a favorite character. In the chat right now, put your favorite character of Dee's, and we will pick one of them for him to sign off. Tell everybody to go out and vote, and we'll see. Let's see what we get.
Let's see. Yeah, if you want to, if somebody just asked about an autograph, go to Echo Base Media. They'll facilitate that with you.
Awesome. So let's see. We got Rex number 4, Perry, Clone, someone from the Clone Wars, Rex. I think it's Rex.
All right, citizens. Now is the time for us all to come together and exercise your patriotic duty to go out and vote.
That's so cool. Thank you so much, Dee. I know it's like, yeah, it's of all the voices you do, for some reason I listen to the clones and I'm just like, how? Okay.
I'm so lucky to be involved with that, and there's more to come, and it's really good.
What? You heard it here. There was the final season. How is it?
Well, there's Bad Batch coming.
Oh, right. Yes.
This is the content that you're here for.
Right. All right. Dee, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Everybody, you can find Dee on the Instagram, and you can find him also at iwannabeavoiceactor.com to learn how to be a voice actor. And you can also watch him on American Dad and all the amazing seasons of Clone Wars and Phineas and Ferb and so many other shows.
Yep, I'm around.
Thank you so much for coming on, and thank you guys so much for watching and sticking with us on not one but two tonight of our broadcasts. And please remember that it's early voting day on the 24th. We are going to have an amazing guest on Thursday at 2:00. We'll have the beautiful and incredibly talented Kirsten Vanchnes.
Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned for that. And if you have questions, you can hit us up at Nerds Vote on our website or here on the socials. And thank you guys. Please make sure that you get voting quickly.
The time is ticking.
Tick, tick, boom.
Thank you, Dave. All right. See y'all.
Bye-bye. Vote.